Yo, what is up, folks? Happy Thursday. April the 1st. It's officially April. How about that? April the 1st, 2021. Hope you're all doing well. Taking your questions, comments, calls here on a Thursday, 843-790-3377. Guys, before we get going, I do want to tell you about our friends over at Flex Squad Fitness in Chapin, South Carolina, because the Daily Crow is presented to you by our friends at Flex Squad Fitness. And CJ Profit, guys, he's the man behind it all, but a certified personal trainer for 10 years. And the reason he's so good at what he does, guys, he's been there, he's done that. He struggled with his own weight for many years until he eventually lost 85 pounds himself, doing the exact same type of training that he currently does at the gym. And guys, at Flex Squad, they do one-on-one and small group training. Their program is a mix of strength, high-intensity interval training, and endurance training. And the goal, guys, is to not only help people look great on the outside, but more importantly, make them stronger and more confident on the inside. And guys, like I said again, CJ, he's been there, he's done that. He's gone through the grind. He's lost the weight. He's overcome what you have to overcome when you're on that fitness journey. Again, he's going to be there with you every single step of the way, guys. The place, it changes people inside and out. And you're not going to regret walking in the door. You'll probably just wish you did it sooner, guys. And get this right now. They're offering a free week for anyone who wants to try out their classes, or 2 free one-on-one sessions to see what they're all about. Or guys, if you go right now, tell them Chris from the Spurs Up Show sent you. You're going to get your first month free. Again, guys, it's a no-brainer if you're in the Columbia area, the Chapin area, or across the state of South Carolina, and you're looking for a personal trainer, you're looking for a new gym to go to, you're looking to start your fitness journey. Flex Squad Fitness in Chapin, South Carolina is the way to go. Again, CJ Profit, my guy, tell him I sent you. That's Flex Squad Fitness in Chapin, South Carolina. Be sure to check them out and tell them that Chris from the Spurs Up Show sent you. All right, guys, with that being said, darn it. With that being said, let's go! Woo! Opening day! Let's go! Suck it, Phil. The Red Sox stink. It's our year. Okay. All right, you guys get the idea. Oh, if I can get this back in its spot, probably can't. Okay, whatever. We'll handle that later. All right, opening day. What's going on? 843-790-3377, guys. Taking your questions, comments, calls as well. Tim Dorn, I almost got thrown off because he said Braves suck. I thought he typed the Braves suck. I think you meant to say the Braves are nasty and are probably going to win the NL East again. So, yeah. Somebody reached out to me and was like, hey, man, this dude's stealing your logo and content and all that on our YouTube account. They thought Noah, the Canadian Cock Talk stuff, he thought that kid had like stolen our stuff. I'm like, nah, bro, that's our content. That's our content. Phil, the chop will never go away. You can't cancel the chop. You can't do it. You can't cancel it, Phil. By the way, great April Fool's joke saying that the spring game is going to be full capacity. There's nothing you can say to me that I'm going to believe today, honestly. Nothing. So, again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls. I see Phil, Travis Rowell, HML, Tim Dorn, Courtney, RJ Kelly, Ritter in the building. By the way, guys, I want to show you guys something that I got for the studio, and you might have already seen it on Instagram. But I'm very, very excited. You know, with Gamecocks baseball, Fear the Reaper doing their thing, I was like, I got to have one for the stew. I got to have one. Oh, snap. It's a Reaper's scythe. Let's go. Fear the Reaper. Let's go. So I bought this and I don't know where the hell to put it in the studio. But we have one. So there's that. We have a scythe. Very good. We have a scythe. A must-have for this year's Gamecocks baseball team, the scythe. So I was like, you know what? Why not? Cody Gaskin says, sad day for UNC basketball. Still not as sad as the situation we're going through, though. Yeah, and I don't know if you guys saw on Twitter, but I texted my buddy who's a diehard UNC fan. This guy played college basketball, too. He's not like a complete idiot or anything. Texted my buddy who's a diehard UNC fan, right? Again, played college basketball, whatever, so he gets the game. And I was like joking. I was like, hey, Frank Martin to UNC. He literally responded and said, I will cheer for someone else. He said, my father would roll over in his grave. So, you know, I thought every other school wanted Frank Martin. I thought Frank Martin was this all-star get of a coach. Apparently not. Apparently not everybody thinks so. I'll just say that. Apparently not everybody thinks so. James R. Kendall, where were you the night Allen lost theirs? Gamecocks baseball. You missing something? No, I'm just kidding. I ordered my own off Amazon. No. We got that off Amazon. $10 for that thing. Not a lot. $10. Yeah, Justin, I have not worn this Braves cap in a little bit. I've been wearing my newer one. So I was like, you know, it's time. I love this logo. I was like, it's time to bring it back out. Rhett Godbolt says a lot of college basketball transfers going on, including Carolina. Is it more significant for Martin and South Carolina than other schools? Well, I mean, you definitely think that it's hitting South Carolina due to the uncertainty and the turmoil and everything else that's going on. Todd Smith, what's going on? What's up? Adam Ritter, did you know that men's basketball team could be replacing 6 players? Yeah, I think they're going to probably be replacing more than that. So, Tim Dorn, the Braves are going to let you down once again. Probably so. Dusty Rhodes says, go Yankees. Got a Yankees fan here. Tom McClellan's a Yankees fan. How many Yankees fans we got in here? Phil, you know what? Your team, Phil, by the way, Phil's a Red Sox fan, which I got love for the Sox. I got nothing against the Sox, but you know your year's going to be bad when your first game gets rained out. Like you literally have a rain out on opening day. Not a good sign. Courtney Washington says, ready for the Braves game. Indeed. Same here. I'm literally, this is my schedule today. I've got all the content put together, all the videos clipped, everything done. We're going to do this noon to 1. Literally, as soon as it hits 1, I am putting on workout clothes, going to get a workout in, and recording tomorrow's show all before 3 o'clock so I can watch the Braves game in peace. So that is my plan. That is my plan. John Kruger, go Braves indeed. Yes, sir. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm as fired up for an MLB season as I've been in years when it comes to this Brave season. So I'm pretty pumped. I think, honestly, just after last year and not having sports, it really made me appreciate, like, you know what? I need to watch more Major League Baseball. Like, I really need to watch and appreciate Major League Baseball. Oh, my God. Hey, I'll just tell the people in here, you know, it'd be the funniest April Fool's joke. It'd be the funniest joke if we did like a uniform April Fool's. Like, hey, we're bringing these breaking news. South Carolina opts out of its or gets out of its contract with Under Armour. Has signed with Russell Athletic. Going back to the Russell Athletic unis. Yeah, Phil. I feel like Phil's. Oh, that's a spam call. I feel like Phil's April Fool's joke of max capacity or 100% capacity for spring game. That's just mean. That's just mean and cruel. Honestly, I would. Honestly, I feel so much for Gamecock fans. I'm like, I don't feel like I should be playing jokes on Gamecock fans today. Like, we've been through enough. You know what I mean? We've been through enough as it is. Why would I like dangle the carrot in front of us anymore? You know? Your local sports talk says, I will be right back. Okay. We'll sit here patiently and wait for you then. Again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. Oh, God, I can't say it. 843-790-3377. I will say, great podcast that dropped this morning, guys. Episode 413, breaking down the Georgia series this weekend. Gamecocks baseball heading to Athens to take on the Georgia Bulldogs. Also, a great conversation. Seriously, if you're itching for football, you need to listen to this conversation with Connor O'Gara of Saturday Down South. He joined me. Really awesome stuff. I mean, really, really awesome stuff. It was great to really sit down and talk football again. We talked of course, the hiring of Shane Beamer. We talked recruiting. We talked spring ball. We talked the quarterback battle. We talked running backs. We talked the 2021 season and expectations. We touched on a little bit of everything. So it was a lot of fun. I appreciate Connor for taking the time. It's always a pleasure to chat with him. So you guys definitely check that out. Definitely check that out for sure. So Adam Ritter, TJ Moss may try to play overseas. Best of luck to TJ Moss. Whatever. Justin says, I agree with what he said about the backs. Yeah, no, I think he and I are both really, really excited for the running back duo of Lloyd and Harris. I mean, I think you'd be crazy not to be. You know what I mean? So, no, we're definitely fired up for it. So excited for MLB. Hey, the Yankees play at 1:00. People speaking on the Yankees. Again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Since you guys are in here, by the way, I'll let you know, and you might have seen on social media, but we got a great interview dropping on Monday that I did this morning. Andy Demetra, former voice of the Gamecocks for basketball and baseball, had him on the show this morning. Great combo. It was great to hear Andy's voice again. Every time I hear his voice, it's like positive thoughts come back. There's so many great memories. So Maddox Free says, go Dodgers. We got a Dodgers fan in the building. How about that? The Dodgers? Bro, the Dodgers are going to be filthy this year. Absolutely filthy. I mean, that pitching staff is just flat out absurd, honestly. Adam Ritter, girls got a big game tomorrow. I'll be happy either way. I won't complain if the ladies lose. They exceeded my expectations. What? Oh. Great stuff. Great stuff. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. Justin said, I think if Mike has one more year and stays, that would be deadly in 2022 with him letting Lloyd get his feet wet. If Mike has who? Mike who? You talking about Kevin Harris? Brian Beatty, is Georgia any good? This is a great question. They're not ranked. They're 2-4 in the SEC. And they lost their first two series, 2 out of 3, to Tennessee and Texas A&M. Would I call Georgia elite? No, I would not. Absolutely not. Georgia really had their window last year. And, unfortunately for them, COVID hit. And because that was probably the best Georgia baseball team we've seen since Gordon Beckham. You talk about guys like Emerson Hancock and Cole Wilcox. And some of these guys they had on the mound, the pitching depth for them was incredible. They lost a lot. I will say this. I expect South Carolina to win 2 out of 3. I think that should be the expectation this weekend. But do not sleep on the Dogs. That is the one thing I would say. Do not sleep on the Dogs. It's an SEC weekend on the road. Just saying. Just do not take them lightly. I know this team is not, but I would just tell fans, I don't think this is a world beater of a team by any stretch, and I think South Carolina should win. But I think Georgia does still have some nice pieces. They do have some nice pieces. Again, with that being said, I think you got to win 2 out of 3 here. You got to expect to win 2 out of 3. But Georgia's one of those weird middle of the pack teams where it's if they catch you on the right night, they could beat anybody. But I'm not putting them up there with the Vandies and the Floridas of the world. Of course, I think they're like a middle of the pack SEC team, which is still really good. I mean, let's not act like a middle of the pack SEC team is all that bad. Are they a postseason team? See, they're like a fringe postseason team, I think. So Phil says, imagine how good this women's basketball team will be next year after this deep run this year. Yeah, I mean, it's Dawn's Just Dawn's deal, man. They're going to keep rolling. You know, it's funny, Phil and everybody else. You know, I talked to Andy Demetra again, and people forget Andy Demetra's first stint in Columbia. He called women's basketball from 2003 to 2006. So I was asking him, I was like, dude, what did women's basketball look like before Dawn Staley? Like, I don't even remember. I don't have any idea. He told me his first 2 seasons in Columbia, the Gamecocks went 3-25 in the SEC in women's basketball. That's how bad they were. So Dawn Staley completely flipped that program. Completely flipped it. So let's see. We got the opening day lineup. Acuna hitting leadoff, Ozzie in the 2, Freeman in the 3, Ozuna in the 4, Darnaud in the 5, Swanson in the 6, Justin Riley in the 7, Pache in the 8th, and Max Fried in the 9th. Dude, that's a nasty lineup. That is a filthy lineup. Ryan Hobby says, just read Kevin Harris tore his ACL and is out for the season. I'm calling April Fools. Yeah, again, dude, don't believe anything you read today. Don't believe anything you read. Just don't, guys. Come on. Don't believe anything that you read today, folks. So, guys, I'm thinking about doing, I don't know if you guys have noticed, we are, we're putting out some different content of late, right? Some, we're getting a little creative with the content. I'm thinking about putting out, starting next week, a power rankings of South Carolina media members and doing it probably each and every single week. Power ranking the South Carolina media guys, media people. What do you guys think about that? Your little sports talk. Max Fried getting a start today. Yeah, it's not funny at all to say that Kevin Harris tore his ACL. Not funny at all. Yeah. It's not a funny joke. Not a funny joke. Not a funny joke. I guarantee you if I did that, if I made that joke, people would lose their minds. You know what I mean? People would be like, oh, you're speaking into existence. You're wishing it'll happen. It's like, no, but that's how people would react, though. Seriously. Dusty Rhodes. See, I probably wouldn't rank myself because it's like nobody wants to see me rank myself number 1 every week. I mean, come on. No, I don't know. I think it'd be kind of funny, honestly. I think it'd get people riled up a little bit. You know what I mean? I think that would definitely get people riled up. Good news if you're... So, again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Your local sports talk. Who said Harris tore his ACL? I have no idea. Somebody in the comments. I'm sure somebody just trying to make a bad joke on social media. So... But again, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If I were to make that joke, nobody would find it funny. Maddox free. Chris, obviously Gamecocks baseball has been so successful lately in this year, but what do you think the difference is between this year's ball club compared to previous years? I think pitching depth, easily. I think pitching depth is the number one difference between this team in the past couple of years. You've just, and I said that going into the seasons, you finally have numbers of guys who have great stuff, who have high velocity. That's the biggest difference, and you have to have those kind of guys to compete at this level. You have to have those kind of guys, bottom line. So that's the biggest difference to me. I mean, yes, the bats are a little bit better and the lineup's a little bit better, but the pitching depth that you feature this year, you haven't had since 2017, probably 2016. I mean, you just haven't had this depth in so long with guys who have this good of stuff. That's the biggest difference for this team. Let's see. Here's a good question. J.A.'s son says, does TSUS cover women's basketball like they cover men's basketball, i.e. pregame shows, etc.? And I'll be totally honest and frank with you. I have not in the past, just because, again, even with the success of women's basketball, the big three sports are as follows: baseball, men's basketball, and football. That's not up for debate. That's not me saying those are my three favorite. That is just a fact. Those are the three sports that move the needle. With that being said, with the mess that men's basketball is, and with the success that women's basketball is having, that might need to change going into next season. So that's something we're constantly evaluating, something I'm constantly looking at. And again, I think the women deserve the same, if not more, coverage than the men's. And nobody's going to have sympathy for me, which is fine. But I will tell you guys this too, because I thought about this. When basketball season's going on, if we were to cover both men's and women's exactly the same, I'm talking pregame shows, postgame shows, all that, I'd be doing a pregame, postgame show damn near every night. So it's one of those things where it's again, nobody's going to have any sympathy for me, which is totally fine. I mean, I get to wake up and do what I love to do every day, but it's a lot. If I were to do both the same way, that's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of games. Let's just call it for is what it is. But like I said, it's something that I'm constantly evaluating where the women need the coverage. You know what I mean? Like I keep putting my efforts and my time and my energy into covering the men to this extent, whatever. If the men's program is going to be this much of a dumpster fire, we might as well just lock in on the women. Honestly, pay respect to the program Dawn's built. So again, that's something I'm constantly evaluating and looking at. And I will say we're actually doing a live watch along stream tomorrow for the baseball game, but ironically enough, the basketball game's going on at the same time. So I'll have both on and pulled up. So kind of interesting how that worked out. Justin says, after hearing Tanner's thoughts on the hecklers, I don't feel so bad he's leaving. Yeah, whatever. Brian Beatty is iced to the most clutch hitter in the SEC right now. Clemson walk-offs and Florida 0-2 bomb that I still can't believe, not to mention a lot of other two-strike hits. I mean, it's tough to say is he the most clutch hitter in the SEC, but I mean, he's Mr. Clutch. There's no question about it. There's no question about it. Dusty Rhodes says, get men's basketball the hell out of here. Well, it's funny. I'd say this to J.A.'s son as well, and I'd say that to anybody else. My world revolves around, and I don't, here's the thing, guys. I'll tell you this, again, on the business side of things. When I make content for you guys. You know what I mean? There's a lot of content I could make that I just myself prefer and myself like and not really give a damn what anybody else thinks. And there's some content that I make because I like it. But I have the end consumer in mind first. And I think that's how you have to be. If you're going to be successful as a content creator, that's the way you have to be. You have to make things your audience likes. Obviously, if you don't do that, you're not going to have an audience very long. But, and where was I even going with this? Oh, so my world, though, revolves around views, likes, downloads, listens, all that stuff, right? All that stuff on social media, whatever. But I don't make content necessarily. I don't sit there and say, okay, I'm going to do this to get these likes. No, I just try to make great content and put it out. And the market, the consumer will tell us whether that was great content, whether that was okay content, whatever the case may be. You guys understand that. But it's funny because as we sit here right now and we go into next basketball season, I genuinely sit here and I think, honestly, because when you talk about covering women's basketball more than men's, you'd have to think about, is there going to be a decline in viewership, listeners, because still, even with as bad as the men's team is, they move the needle. And again, I don't say this disrespectfully. I say this just acknowledging reality. There's some people, guys, even with the success of the women's program, they couldn't give a rat's ass about women's basketball. I hate to tell you, that's just being honest. Okay? That's just being honest. People that are Carolina fans that just they don't give a damn. I know that's crazy. That's hard to believe, but it's a fact. But it's funny because right now I sit here and I'm like, dude, honestly, with how bad the men's program has gotten, I feel like we could cover just strictly women's basketball next basketball season. And I don't think the views or the listens or the downloads or the clicks or anything would be that much lower, if lower at all, than what they were this past basketball season for the men's, because the program is just that bad. So, again, it's not something I'm going to do. I'm not going to ignore men's basketball. I just simply can't do it. I do love Carolina basketball and everything, but, I can't ignore it. But it's just something I've thought about. It's like, I don't think they'd be that much worse because people are just so out on the men's program. I mean, And women are having such success, obviously. I don't know. Sven Webster, what's going on? Final Four Eve, indeed. Indeed. Skyland, what's up, man? I just got your text. It sounds like things might be moving in the Martin camp. Who knows? Savannah says, sad that people will support a two-loss team over a team on the eve of supporting a national championship. I want all programs to be successful. Same here. But it's true, and I know it's true. When you talk about the way I'm going to cover men's basketball, women's basketball, believe it or not, there's just some people that women's basketball is not their thing. They just don't care. They don't move the needle for them. Believe it or not. Again, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying it. We all know it's true. Brian Beatty, Dawn Staley may be the baddest chick on the planet. I would absolutely make that switch. Ryan Brack says, yo, go Braves, go Bravos indeed. Chop on, my friend. Very excited for opening day. I've got like this itch on the tip of my nose right here. I don't know what it is. It's been like, I don't know. Brian Beatty says, do you think we will see Sanders again Sunday, and who has better stuff, Peters or Sanders? Yeah, I think it's definitely Sanders. I'm actually really surprised that they listed Sunday as TBA again. I think it's going to be Sanders, no question. And who has better stuff, Peters or Sanders? I'd probably still say Sanders. Sanders stuff. I mean, Peters stuff is great though. I mean, both of them. You can't go wrong with either or. But I would probably say Sanders has the better stuff, and I think he'll start Sunday for sure. Kyle, what's going on? Skyland says, our fans think Frank was holding out for UNC. What a joke. No way UNC hires Frank Martin. I mean, yeah, that's – and the sky is blue. You really think UNC is going to hire Frank Martin? Come on. I mean, all due respect to Frank. Y'all really think he's UNC level? So, no, it'll be Will Sanders Sunday, no question. I think it'll be Will Sanders. The only other guy it might be is Brett Carey. I just don't see it. I mean, why wouldn't – I don't know. I don't know why Kingston would list it as a TBA. I really don't understand why he lists it as a TBA, but whatever. It is what it is. Now, I like Peters' role right now, being sort of that middle relief guy that you can stretch out 3 or 4 innings. I do like Peters' role right now. So, again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Like I said, guys, if you haven't done so, check out the podcast that dropped this morning. Episode 413, breaking down the Georgia series this weekend, and also a great conversation with Connor O'Gara of Saturday Down South. Let's see. Skyland Davis says, next year, Friday, Will Sanders, Saturday, Julian Bosnick, Sunday, Jack Mahoney. Yeah, I could definitely see that, but hey, you never know with the guys they're bringing in. You never know if a freshman takes over a spot. I mean, we'll see. But I definitely think Will is your Friday guy, and I definitely think Mahoney's in the weekend rotation in some capacity. No question. So. Brian Bishop, good content and more viewership follows teams that can compete. You're right. There won't be an excitement for men's basketball next year. Frank has brought more success than any other. You have down years when it comes to men's basketball. He's had the most success. Why bail on him for having a bad year? Start to rebuild. Who are you going to replace him with? I mean, Brian, you don't make horrid points, I guess. I mean, listen, it shocked me that South Carolina was even considering making a move. I mean, like I told you guys, it's shocking to me. I really thought there was no way after that COVID-driven season that the Gamecocks would consider firing him and making a move, but they have. And I just, like I said, I'm in an unpopular spot, man, which is in the middle. I really am. If they want to bring him back and give him a shot at redemption, I'm all for that. I really am all for that. But if they feel like making a move is the best possible solution, and that the program is trending in a negative direction, they need a change, it needs a breath of fresh air, I'm all for that too. Because again, let me put it to you this way. You can make reasonable arguments on both sides to bring him back and to let him go. You can. Whether you want him back or you don't, that's just a fact. You can make an argument on both sides. So, I understand the whole who you're going to replace him with argument and the, COVID season argument, but you also, Brian, cannot deny that if Martin returns, I mean, is anybody going to be excited for Gamecocks basketball next year? Is anyone going to be fired up for the season? I don't think so. The program is dead. It is dead. All right, let's jump to the phone lines real quick. Yo, Skylan, what's up, man?
What's up?
Not much, just hanging out. Happy it's opening day, man. Happy it's opening day.
Go Orioles.
Orioles, God, I feel bad for you.
all my teams suck.
Jesus Christ, the Orioles.
I'm not going to leave them. Not going to leave you.
I got you.
Anyway, let's talk baseball. Since last year was a fluke and the COVID thing, they gave the players an extra year.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you see coming back? And who do you see leaving for the draft?
For baseball, you're talking about.
Correct.
Yeah, I think out of your starting nine, basically your big guys, whatever. Farr and Jordan are 110% gone. I think Eister's obviously gone. Allen is gone. Khalil is obviously gone. Clark is gone. You're going to lose a lot. I mean, there's no question. I think all those guys are gone, just off the top of my head.
Yes.
I don't know that you're going to lose a ton out of the pen. I mean, heck, maybe Peters is gone, I think he's draft eligible, pretty sure. I don't think like a Danny Lloyd will be gone. I think Danny could use probably another year.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think Danny could probably use another year, and I don't know about Carey. I don't know quite how he projects it. I think he's going to get a shot at the next level, but I don't think he's a guy that, I think he'll have a decision to make. But yeah, dude, I've heard, I'm sure you heard the same from multiple people, that if it was a normal draft last year, Farr and Jordan would have been gone last season. So, I mean, there's no question.
Sanders and Cotto.
And who?
Sanders and Cotto.
Oh, yeah. Sanders and Cotto. Yeah. No, for sure. Because they would have been
and
both.
Mahoney.
Yeah, and Mahoney. They'd all been high draft picks. But, yeah, I think those are the main guys, man. I think those are the main guys that are probably gone. So.
See, Brett Carey, and I might make a lot of fans mad, but that's whatever. Just gonna call it like it is. Brett Carey is just a college pitcher. He's not going to go pro. He's going to get a shot, but he's not. He's going to be one of them guys 3 years and out in the pros.
Right.
So,
right.
But that's what you recruit for. That's what you recruit for.
Right, for sure. No, but I mean, Brett Carey's a college pitcher, but he's a damn good one. I mean, that's, bottom line.
Yeah.
He makes it work. He hits spots. He locates. He knows how to pitch. He knows counts. I think he's got a great baseball IQ. So he makes it work. No question.
Right.
Makes it work.
I think someone commented on your thing and said do you think Peters would be starting? I want to try to make my own personal comment.
Right.
To you, if Peter was going to start, you would have seen him last week starting, not in the bullpen.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you saw Sanders starting Tuesday, then starting Sunday. So obviously the deal was to give Sanders the Sunday start so he could be ready for next year.
Yeah, I'm really surprised going in this weekend they put the TBA again. I'm actually kind of shocked at that.
I didn't see it yet.
They dropped the article on Gamecocks Online, and it's TBA for Sunday. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's just gamesmanship or whatever, but I mean, I think we all know Sanders is getting the start. There's no question.
I think it's one of the things where they want to keep them on their toes.
Right. I just, I'm kind of like, I mean, really, like, I don't know. Whatever. Whatever. It don't really matter to me. It is what it is. So.
But I'm not going to call and talk about basketball no more. It is what it is, brother.
Yeah. I mean, we
got some new offers out of football.
Yeah. And I was just going to say on that basketball note, though, man, again, I put it on social media yesterday. I'm just so shocked. We still haven't heard anything. Like, whether he's coming back or not, like, I just can't believe it's still just silence. You know what I mean? Just wild.
I sent you that text. So I go ahead and say it on. Like, this agent has contacted Texas Tech.
Yeah.
And people don't know, Texas Tech coach resigned the other day and took the job in Austin for the Longhorns.
Mm-hmm.
And he's put his name out there for the Texas Tech job, but I don't see big colleges hiring him.
Right. I don't know, man.
Like someone said today on Twitter, "Holy Frank's holding out for the University of North Carolina." Shut the hell up.
No. I mean, I think
ain't no premier college team going to hire that bum.
Well, I think we all know he wasn't like waiting out for UNC or anything, but we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens.
Anyway, all right, bro.
All right.
I'm excited to get some more baseball in.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm excited for the Georgia series this weekend, and obviously, Dawn's team doing their thing tomorrow night, and should be a fun weekend, man. Hopefully, we can keep up the winning streak. I'd love to sweep the Dogs, but at minimum, get that series dub and keep it rolling.
You got your prediction ready?
Yeah, I'll have my prediction on tomorrow's show. So
okay,
yeah,
all righty.
I'll have it out tomorrow.
Well, have a good day.
So, all right,
Stay
man.
Warm.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I got you. Appreciate you, brother. Good stuff. 843-790-3377, guys. We got a text here coming from Robbie Davis. What's up, Chris? Hope you're doing well this Thursday. I'm ready for the Braves to start playing, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I don't care who's pitching, as long as they can get the job done for my Gamecocks. I always love your show. Robbie, appreciate you as always, my friend. Justin, kick-ass job on the Oot shirt. Thank you. What's shipping like? We're moving in 2 weeks. Didn't know if I needed to send there to current address. You could probably send it to your current. You should be able to send it to your current address and be fine. I mean, it doesn't take 2 weeks to get them there, so I can tell you that. So yeah, if you want to send it to your current address, you should be good, my friend. So. Jackie Bradley Jr., Will Crow, Grayson Griner, Whit Merrifield, Jordan Montgomery, Christian Walker, Tyler Webb, and Taylor Widener, all the Gamecocks on opening day rosters. Congrats and best of luck to those Gamecocks this season. Phil Harris has bought the Oot and Yardcock shirts. They're fire. Thank you. Skyland Reed Davis, by the way, I got my shirt today and I ordered 3 more. Again, Skyland, thank you. I appreciate it, man. I'm obviously I'm a little bit biased, but I love the way the Yardcock shirts turned out and the Oot shirts and all that merch. I love that merch. That merch is incredible. I love it. I love the way that it turned out. So I appreciate you guys' kind words and glad you like it. For sure. More to come. More merch to come. Let's see, guys. Taking your questions, comments, calls. 843-790-3377. That's 790-3377. Great day to have a great day, folks. Great day to have a great day. Go Bravos. Go Bravos. Skylar Reed Davis will make a postseason, do a regional shirt. Indeed. No, absolutely. Absolutely. The women's merch is coming. I texted my guy about it yesterday. We're going to put some graphics together and put some stuff for it. How about I know I'd be kind of copying Barstool, so I'm not even trying to hide that, but how about a shirt that just says women's basketball school? A garnet shirt and white text, women's basketball school. Honestly, I think at this point it applies. Like, why not? We'll just make that and roll with it. I don't know. What would you guys think about that? Just embrace it at this point. We're a women's basketball school. Again, guys, check out the podcast that dropped this morning, episode 413, breaking down the Gamecocks series in Athens this weekend. Also, like I said, guys, if you're itching for football, you got to listen to this conversation. Connor O'Gara of Saturday Down South joined me again. We talked about everything. The last time I had Connor on, it was September, early September, before the even season. We were talking about, are we even going to have a season? And now we're talking, of course, actual football on the field. Feels good. We talked about Shane Beamer's hiring, recruiting. We talked spring ball. We talked Luke Doty. We talked the running backs. We talked the brand new 4-2-5 defensive scheme. We talked the 2021 season. A little bit of everything, man. It was a great conversation. And like I said, if you're itching for football, isn't it crazy? We've got 23 days till the spring game. 3 weeks, basically, till the spring game. Incredible. I might have to do a little pregame live or some type of special content. I'm going to the spring game, so we're going to have to figure something out. But really excited for this weekend, obviously, with that Georgia series. And like I said, Dawn's team. If they win, Savannah will know the answer. I could probably just Google this. I was going to say if they win, though, when is the national title? Is it like Sunday? Is it Monday? Okay, Sunday, April the 4th. Okay. So it is Sunday, April the 4th. And you've got tomorrow, you've got South Carolina, Stanford at 6, Arizona, Connecticut at 9:30. Hey, Phil, what's going on, man?
Chris, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Appreciate you asking.
Yeah, same here. Just wanted to, on April Fool's Day, just wanted to throw a nice, funny visual at you. Mm-hmm. How funny would it be if Kazan was like, hey, Frank, I know it's been a stressful offseason. How about you and I take a long drive together? And they end up in Chapel Hill. He just drops Frank off and takes off.
Jesus Christ.
It's your problem now, suckers.
Jeez. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that would be really happy with that end result. So it is what it is.
Yeah. Pretty funny. Yeah, it's just wild to think that 4 years ago this program was in the Final Four, and now we're just a complete mess.
Yeah, it's again, I was thinking about putting out like a April Fool's post, if you will, like just some type of piece of content, April Fool's, whatever. But I'm like, our fan base has honestly been through enough. Like, there's no need to antagonize anymore. Like I'm just like, let's just whatever, just so.
I hate how things have turned out, man. I really like Frank in terms of just, how he approaches life and things like that. Right. I mean, it hasn't worked out. I just wish it had.
Right. And the question I posed this question on Twitter yesterday, Phil, and we can talk about it here. But the question I posed was this about Frank Martin. And I'm going to pull up the tweet so I get it exactly right. I said, do people want Frank Martin to return because they like him or because they actually think he's going to turn our program around? That was the question.
Right.
Because you talk to fans and, I get liking the guy, but it's, I'm sure you've heard me ask the question many times. I've said, if you like, you can like Frank, But just give me, without citing the Final Four, give me like real tangible reasons why I should feel positive and optimistic about the future of the program. It's like nobody can really do it, you know?
Yeah.
So
it's a head scratcher for sure, because there's not really an easy answer to provide.
Right.
And guess what? Our players think the same thing. That's why they're jumping ship.
Yeah. I don't know. I just wish I'm just ready for the radio silence to be over, because it's like, okay, either gear up and get ready for another season with Frank Martin, or let's start the healing process and find a new coach. You know what I mean? Like, I just hate that.
Yeah.
I hate it for all of South Carolina fans that everybody right now is basically in limbo, you know? So
it's a bad day to announce anything right today, but I hope they do something tomorrow.
Yeah, it'd be kind of a, I don't know. I don't know how it'd be announcing it today, but it's just, it's tough, man.
Listen,
it's tough.
There's a long time until tip-off for next season, so they really need to solidify something ASAP.
Well,
just to kind of put us out of our misery.
And at this point, I mean, you might not have a roster. You know,
right.
you might not have a roster. So,
any students that are listening to us at Carolina, have you ever played basketball before? If you have, you might want to show up to the CLA at some point within the next couple of months.
Seriously.
You could get a scholarship.
I mean, honestly, at this point, man, I wouldn't rule anything out. As crazy as that sounds, I wouldn't rule anything out. So, yeah, it's interesting. Like I said, it's interesting times right now in Gamecock country. That's for sure.
Sure is, man.
So,
but hey, we're all in this ride together. That's the thing, you know.
Yeah,
as Carolina fans.
Thank God for baseball. Thank God for women's basketball. Like I said, man, I mean, you know, maybe this is the sign to switch the efforts over to women's basketball full time and make men's basketball the secondary. So
I don't hate the idea.
I mean, everybody loves a winner. I mean, you know.
Exactly.
So
that's all I got for you today. I mean, you know, we could talk about rugby, but I mean, nobody really wants to hear it. So have a good one.
All right, man. Appreciate you, Phil.
Cox.
Go Cox. Thanks so much, man. Good stuff, guys. 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. And Skyland let me know we offered a 4-star linebacker, Troy Bowles, out of Tampa, Florida, 2023 prospect. Good deal. Good deal. Glad to see it. Glad to see it. Also, for those on Facebook, did anybody see that old or really anywhere? I guess I posted everywhere. Did anybody see that old picture of me I posted from 2019? Like, it's hard. It's very hard to believe that I looked like that. Extremely hard to believe. So, Tyrell Campbell Sr., I have not boarded the Fire Frank Martin train. I'm just in the middle. I would be more than happy to have Frank come back and get a shot at redemption. I'm not going to be like berating the decision if he comes back. We need to hear something soon, though. We need to hear something. I mean, it's, you know, this radio silence is just, it's absurd. I mean, honestly, it's completely absurd. So. Hold on, what happened? What happened to the Mets? They're not playing today? Oh my God. Nats Mets game postponed due to contact tracing. Jesus Christ. Justin, I saw your order come through. Appreciate you. Appreciate the love and support, my friend. Kyle says, are there any good candidates for this year if Frank was let go? I don't. I mean, candidates that would satisfy this fan base? I have no idea. Are there candidates? Sure. Are there candidates that would satisfy this fan base? I don't know. So again, Justin, thank you so much for the love and support, man. I just saw your order go through, so appreciate you. Seriously, thank you. Really means a lot, you guys rocking with the merch. So also, for those in here, I've been hesitant to do this and talk about this, but we've got some big plans for this fall, especially, but even right now, with content and with expanding the business and all that stuff. If you guys, like I said, I've been hesitant to do this because I don't know. I just like giving out content for free and just doing the content side of things, whatever. But I feel like I need to promote it and say something. On the website, on the SpursUpShow.com, you go to the website and you scroll down just a little bit if you're on your desktop, or all the way to the bottom of your page if you're on your mobile device. You'll see a donation button, support the Spurs Up Show, donate with PayPal. If you guys have, and again, there's some people that have asked me, this is why I'm bringing it up. If you've ever wanted to support the business, support the show, make a donation in regards to help with the efforts, because of course, again, this stuff's not free, right? I mean, I paid $2,000 for this laptop. Like, stuff's not free. Equipment's not free. Rent's not free. Like, everything's not free. So if you guys ever wanted to support the show, didn't know how, wanted to make a contribution, like I said, I tried the whole Patreon thing. It's just really not me. Like, I don't like putting the content behind a paywall. I believe in making massive amounts of content and just putting it out there. You know what I mean? I just really do. That's the way I like to operate. But if you guys ever wanted to support the show in any way, you're more than welcome to do that. The Spurs Up Show on PayPal. Again, we have that donate with PayPal button. On the website, you can give $1, you can give $1,000. You can do whatever you want. You can give $0. You don't have to give anything. But just wanted to make you guys aware of that. If you did not know, that's available. Again, we got big plans in regards to, I'm thinking specifically like football season. My plan is to buy a tailgate spot and to get things made for the spot and to cater and to do all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm even thinking about, if you guys do donate, I'm kind of thinking about getting, how people make like signs for their tailgate, say like, oh, this is the Phillips family tailgate, whatever. I'm thinking about getting a sign made and having the Spurs Up Show logo and putting the names of everyone that donated towards the tailgate, towards the efforts, if you will. So I think that's an initiative we might push. But again, not something you have to do, but I was just thinking about it last night. It's something that's kind of been pressing on me for a little while now. I have that button up, but I never really talk about it. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe this is something we should start pushing and give you guys the opportunity, if you do feel so inclined to pay it forward or give back, or however you want to phrase it, whatever. That's there. That opportunity is there for you. So again, that donation button is on. And you can even write it off, by the way. You can write it off on your taxes. I didn't think about that. You can write it off as a donation. So it's on the website. Again, the SpursUpShow.com. You'll see it. You'll see a little donate with PayPal button. But again, I just want to make you guys aware. Anyways, let's get back to the conversation. Let's see. Courtney Washington, if there isn't any candidates that would satisfy the fan base, why are they trying to push Frank out? Doesn't make sense. You got to have somebody in mind for a new coach. I tend to agree with you. If you're going to fire him, you got to have somebody else to take over. That's just kind of an obvious statement. But, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know how we've still heard nothing. That's more so the thing to me. I don't know how we've heard nothing. So, again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. We got less than 10 minutes left. What a Thursday it's been. Been a lot of fun. Been a lot of fun here on a Thursday. So, hope you guys are all doing well. For all you MLB fans, wish your teams best of luck, unless they're playing the Atlanta Braves, of course. But hey, let's just all be thankful and have perspective and be grateful that sports are back. Like really, I know they've been back for a while and everything, but I just think back to this time last year, how we didn't have an opening day. We got a delayed opening day, and thank God for just like a normal opening day, a normal start to the season, if you will. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. So, and the spring game is this month, as Cody Gaskins points out. Yes, I've never been so excited for a spring game as I am this year. So, by the way, I did see Savannah Webster earlier say, Geno to UNC. That would be great. I know Gamecock fans would be very excited to get Geno out of UConn. Again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Let's see. Courtney says at this point, it's best to keep Frank and keep an eye on the CFC situation the next years. Brandon Wagner says one can dream, I think, when talking about the Frank Martin situation and probably the coaching candidates. Let's see. I am hungry. Do y'all have any big opening day plans, by the way? You guys maybe skip out of work to watch your favorite team play. I'll never forget when I was in school, and I'm making myself sound old saying stuff like that, but like when I was in college or whatever, I think it was like my junior year, I 110% skipped class to watch opening day. It's probably why my grades sucked. But whatever. We loved the game, was what it was. So fun stuff. Good times, good times. Glad I don't have to do that anymore. Let's see. Probably going to make a Gamecocks in the show graphic at some point. Let's see. Guys, we got a couple of minutes left. Like I said, quick reminder, check out the podcast that dropped this morning if you have not done so, episode 413. Again, I broke down the Georgia series this weekend. Everything you know, breaking down the dogs, what to watch for, top storylines, key player of the weekend, all that good stuff. Also, like I said, if you're ready for football, if you're itching for football, you need to tune into this conversation that dropped today. Connor O'Gara of Saturday Down South joined me. Phenomenal conversation. Also, I'll let you guys in on who is the Monday conversation, the Monday interview. Very excited. I chatted with him this morning. Andy Demetra, the former voice of the Gamecocks for basketball and baseball. Obviously, he called the back-to-back national championships. Called a lot of great victories under Frank Martin, Dawn Staley, all that good stuff. So, again, Andy Demetra conversation will be dropping on Monday, and he was a great combo. I mean, it was awesome to hear his voice again and just chat with him about, relive all the great memories and also talk about, just his path in like sports media, how he became a play-by-play guy. And so if you're listening, if you're tuned in right now and if you or someone or maybe if you have kids that you think are interested in doing journalism and getting into radio or TV or something like what I do or play-by-play or whatever, listen to definitely have them listen to that conversation. Andy Demetra, awesome, one of the best in the business and really, was really awesome to pick his brain and chat with him. So again, guys, that's going to basically do it all for me. Like I said, happy opening day. Never forget, though, best of luck to your teams, but never forget who runs the damn thing. The Atlanta Braves. Let's freaking go. Like I said, guys, thank you so much for the love and support. It's been a great week of content. We got tons more, obviously, coming to you guys later today, this week, all that good stuff. But again, Daily Crow will resume tomorrow, noon to 1. We've also got the live watch-along streams for all 3 games of the South Carolina Georgia game, for the South Carolina Georgia series, We'll go live tomorrow at 5:45, Saturday at 1:45, and Sunday at 12:45. We'll also be live tomorrow during the basketball game. So women's basketball, baseball, that good stuff. Got a ton of exciting stuff planned. But again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. Go check out the podcast. Like I said, stay tuned to all the content, and we will talk to you guys tomorrow. Chop on, baby. Go Braves. Let's go. Y'all take care. Appreciate you.